In Unit 5, you'll learn to identify reference words in a text. We'll take a look at what this reading skill is and how to apply it in the Paper 1 exam. You may ask, why do we need to identify reference words in a text? We do this because it can help us know what subject is being discussed in the text. When we look for reference words, we can look at pronouns, paraphrasing, and other reference words. Let's take a look at a passage. First, let's focus on the word field in the title. What is it about? What kind of field is this? How can we find out what it refers to? In the first line, we see the word football mentioned, so we can immediately understand that this field probably has to do with a football field. But is this the only thing that is being referenced? If we look further down the paragraph, we see practice and drills being mentioned. So we can tell that the field also refers to the time and space where a football practice takes place. If we look beyond paragraph 1, we can see that matches are also mentioned. So the word field also refers to the time and space where football matches take place. Now let's look at another important word in this passage, phones. When a subject is being discussed in a passage, it is often repeated many times. Many writers will use different ways to talk about the subject to avoid boring repetition. As you can see here, phones are mentioned many times in many different and intriguing ways. And of course, when it comes to talking about the same subject multiple times in the same passage, pronouns are frequently used. So it is important for you to understand what the pronouns refer to as well. These ones here, it, are all used to refer to football, and you can tell by the fact that the verb coming just before it is kicking. Next, here's the object pronoun them. The two plural nouns that are mentioned in this sentence are repetitive skills and players. So which one does the pronoun them refer to? Here, you can use extra information given at the end of the sentence, a habit into a reflex, to help you find out what the pronoun refers to. Since it is not talking about people, we can deduce that it is referring to repetitive skills instead of players. Let's see how we can use this reading skill, identifying reference words, to better understand a reading passage. Here's the same passage, and this time we'd like to look at the reference words good ones and try to figure out what they mean. You can see that the word bad was mentioned, which is used to describe some kicking habits. Therefore, the word ones refers to kicking habits, and the phrase good ones refers to good kicking habits. How about he or she in the last line? Well, we can see that he or she is giving feedback, which matches with the word instructions in the question before. So we can deduce that he or she refers to the coach. How about the words other things and these? Firstly, we can see that the other things are something to think about. When we think about something, it can come up as a subject or a question. Here we see 3 questions that are being asked, and so these are the other things that are being referred to. Now, it is your turn to try using this reading skill to answer some questions. Use your newly learnt skills on this text and see how quickly you can answer the questions below.